Yo, shalom, shalom. Good morning, good morning. Grace and peace be unto the 12 tribes of Israel. Pray everybody's having a good day so far.
Yeah!
And we are about to dive into Psalm chapter 114. Psalm 114. And we're going to continue to break down and give the understanding of the book of Psalms. Let's go ahead and give shout out to who's in the lesson this morning. Grace and peace be with you. Elijah, I see you in the building. Good morning, good morning. Peace be with you, peace be with you. Hope all is good. Katrina, see you in the building. Good morning, good morning. Grace and peace be with you. What's going on? Lawa, I see you in the building. Shalom, shalom. Good morning, good morning. And Sarah, how you doing? Peace be with you. Grace and peace. Shalom, shalom. And everybody that joins in, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Of course, interact in the chat. Make sure we keep the engagement up, but also make sure you are commenting after the video has been posted, so we can make sure we get this out to the people of the Lord, so they can understand the word and grow in the spirit. All right, let me go ahead and get to it. Let's go to Matthew chapter 26. Matter of fact, I'll go to Mark 14. Mark chapter 14, verse 3, and we'll get this started. Mark chapter 14, verse 3. And being in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, as he sat at meat, there came a woman having an alabaster box of ointment of spikenard, very precious, and she brake the box and poured it on his head. And there were some that had indignation within themselves and said, why was this waste of the ointment made? For this might have been sold for much and given to the poor. And they murmured against her. Oh, yeah. And they murmured against her. And Jesus said, let her alone. Why trouble ye her? She hath wrought a good work on me. For ye have the poor with you always, and whensoever you will, you may do them good. But me ye have not always. She hath done what she could. She is come aforehand to anoint my body to the burying. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached throughout the whole world, this also that she have done shall be spoken of for memorial of her. So whenever we bring out the true gospel of Jesus Christ, the message that's been spoken to the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the globe, the message, the understanding, the true gospel, the meaning, to teach us to keep all the laws, statutes, commandments till the day we die. Whenever we bring out this gospel to those people, we're always going to remember the woman that put the ointment on the body of our Messiah, Jesus the Christ. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and go to it. Psalm chapter 114. Let's get this message out. Psalm chapter 114, verse 1. When Israel went out of Egypt, when the house of Jacob from a people of strange language, Judah was his sanctuary and Israel his dominion. So first he said, when Israel went out of Egypt, what was we doing? We were being emancipated. We were being freed. We were being released from hard bondage. He says, when we went out of Egypt from the house of a strange language. Now, obviously, we know they spoke a different language. So this is a double meaning. Yes, they said different things. They had different dialect. They had different slang terms. They had all these things that most of us would not understand if we did not come up there. But the strange language is also strange behavior. They did not operate the way the gods of the earth should act. And who are the gods of the earth? The children of Israel, the chosen nation of the Most High God. See, God said, y'all run around with loincloths on, with no fringes, eating pork, eating shrimp, eating catfish, all that stuff. Lord's like,
we don't do that here.
So you know what? Since it's not what we do, y'all know, hey, y'all go ahead and get out of here. Y'all go ahead and depart so y'all may serve me. So that was the understanding. We had to get out of there. Hold on, let me give a shout out. By the way, I see you, Christina, just now joining. Good morning, good morning. Grace and peace be with you. Now, he also said Judah was his sanctuary and Israel his dominion, because Judah was the head tribe of, the southern kingdom. They were head tribe of southern kingdom, and Israel is dominion. Israel was what you would say the rest of the 12 tribes, the ones that would be Ephraim. Ephraim was Israel, and Ephraim come from Joseph. Joseph was the head tribe of that. Joseph was the firstborn son. Now, we know he was actually the 11th son, but he had the right of the firstborn because he was the chosen son, the chosen seed. But Judah is where the lawgiver comes from. Judah was where the promise is going to come from. So the king of kings, who we know is Jesus the Christ. Verse 3, the sea saw it and fled. Jordan was driven aback. See, he says the sea saw it. Okay, the sea saw who? The king, the ruler that was coming. And it's also referring to the rest of the nations, the seas, all the rushing of mighty nations, the rushing of the waters. That's everybody else. It said they fled back because they knew they could not contend with the Messiah. They could not contend with the gods of the earth. Verse 4, the mountains skipped like rams and the little hills like lambs. And again, those mountains are also what? Great kingdoms. They represent kingdoms. They represent the powers that be on the earth. It said those things skipped. They ran away. The little hills He said, the little hills like lambs. It's also the smaller kingdoms around the large kingdom. Verse 5. What aileth thee, O thou sea, that thou fleddest, thou Jordan, that thou was driven back? You see, said they ran, they were driven back. What drives back some mighty nations? A even more powerful nation, a more powerful ruler, the King of Kings, who is leading his mighty army, the 144,000 who will take over. Everybody knew to tremble in fear at the armies of Israel because God was on our side. So they all would jump back. Verse 6, ye mountains that ye skipped like rams, and ye little hills like lambs. Verse 7, tremble thou earth at the presence of the Lord. You see, for anybody that might think I was crazy saying, what do you mean mountains and hills running from Jesus? That don't mean that. Well, he just now said, tremble thou earth at the presence of the Lord. The whole earth is they're going to cower. They are going to bow down at the sight of that extreme power. Just like anybody's ever seen Aladdin, you'll see Jafar said, hey, you don't want to tremble before, a king? Then he said, you'll cower before a sorcerer. Because he said, I'm good. That one with that mighty, mighty power, the one with immense power, the one that you're going to look at is going to seem like it's unlimited power. Who has unlimited power? Who is omnipotent or omnipotent? However you want to say it. The Most High God of Israel. And he gave that power to his son. Remember, when his son resurrected, he said, all power is given unto me. Where did all power come from? The mighty God of the earth, the God of the universe, the Lord of lords. And the Lord of lords, King of kings is Jesus Christ. But we understand the Most High God of Israel. That's where the power comes from. So verse 7, let's read it again. Tremble thou earth at the presence of the Lord. See, when the presence of the Lord is there, everybody will be afraid because they know they cannot stand against the mighty power of our God. Let's read on. At the presence of the God of Jacob. There it goes again. The God of Jacob. It doesn't say the God of everybody. The God of the world is the God of Jacob. He is the God of the Hebrews. He is their ruler. He is not everyone else's ruler. He is our king. He is the king of our nation. Everybody else doesn't have a king. Everybody else doesn't have a father. That's why you'll read, he says, he that is not being chastised like the Israelites, they are bastards. Bastards are not sons. They are not children. They are just people that's out here, fatherless children. We got a father, and our father is the mighty God of Israel. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our Father, he belongs to us. So he is the God of Jacob and not the God of all people on the planet. When people start talking about God as the God of all people on the planet, the only thing I can think of is the truth of the matter is he's our God, and everybody's afraid of him because they know that he is going to fight for us and subdue the whole planet, and he is going to bring all the kings under our feet, and the earth will be our footstool. Everybody understands that better be like, yeah, because he is fighting for us, and he is going to take over the whole planet, and everybody's going to be subject to the people of the Most High God. Let's read on. Psalms chapter 114, verse 8, which turned the rock into standing water, the flint into a fountain of waters. When he says he turned the rock into waters, he split the rock, and all the waters gushed out to bring nourishment to us, to bring water, to quench our thirst, because the mighty God of Israel is on our side. So I pray y'all gain some understanding from that. Pray that wasn't confusing. If it was, please put your comments in the chat, and I'll go ahead and go to it. Not in the chat. I'm sorry. Put your comments in the comment section after the lesson is over. Y'all have a good day, Israel. I love y'all. Grace and peace be unto the 12 tribes, and shalom. Have a good one.